It's the N-O-N-P-H-I-X-I-O-N. It's the N-O-N-P-H-I-X-I-O-N. It's the N-O-N-P-H-I-X-I-O-N. It's the N-O-N-P-H-I-X-I-O-N. What is that spell? It's spell non-fiction, my friend.
Uncle Howie.
The man I'm about to bring up right now, none of this would be possible without him. He's the man that started it all. He's the man that the label is named after. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for Uncle Howie.
What's up? How you doing? What's up? All right.
He doesn't get out too often.
Yeah. Yo, what is temperature? Dynamite.
Yeah.
Yo, my name's Uncle Howie and I'm here to party with you guys, you know? Whoa. I hope you like all my goons. And right now, I bring out my homeboys. My real homeboys. Non-Phixion.
Yeah, put your hands up, SOBs. Put your hands up. Jump, 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 jump. This should be the real hip hop. We make you wanna kill pop. Cats hate me, cause they know I'm thinking that girls twat. They feel helpless, real jealous. We killed Elvis. I shot Reagan with the help of the Secret Service. Super double agent, shoot your mother with my brother's favorite. 12 gauge waving, aiming at your brain. Straight universe, I'm too famous. Leaving the murder scene blameless. Drug entertainment. Thugs in the place of lasers, I'm saying when I roll. They feel what I feel, they see the same picture. You make the biscuit to the top and they get richer. Nobody gets a record deal, you gotta take that shit. Treat the record label like a son, then break that bitch. I keep it simple for these student cats. Claiming you do the facts, but in reality, you a trap. Jesus Christ was a gangster rapper. They killed him, then he came back, I made a ride album. The path I travel's like a dragon shadow. Invisible to CIA, camera angles. They gotta find out every rap group. They killed the last man who had proof. They have to beat the information that I have to. I'm paranoid, tell me what the fuck they asked you. You fuck around with me and I'ma have to blast you. The CIA trying to kill me, be bad news. Get the fuck up out my way when I pass through. I'm paranoid, tell me what the fuck they asked you. You fuck around with me and I'ma have to blast you. The CIA trying to kill me, be bad news. Fuck around with non-fiction, that's a bad move. Symbolism, socialism, live likely learn. Struggle war, hope and drug thieves, the White House burn. Sex, pain, fear, freedom, love, young guns be shooting. Genocide, revolution, lost souls prostituting. Military confrontation, safe sex, and masturbation. Peace to all the homeless people living in the train station. Project War, Bill 1 verse 4, lock and go, burning this, SOBs in the motherfucking floor. They bust on the block for the shit. On number 6 on the list, let's just get some more kids. Cause I'm wrong with Asian, Latinos and black men. 5% for Christian, those who live communists. See they smoke in my house, playing function in my lips in my mouth. They have to rewind, let me find out I'm not having it. I can have the service like a negative. Faggots get the look like other parties with no laminate. If I'ma die, bustin', trigger. I'm bustin' for my people, fuck them devils and corruption. Nothing for nothing, made it somehow they do me. I dig it through my tattoo. I'm paranoid, tell me what the fuck they asked you. You fuck around with me and I'ma have to blast you. The CIA trying to kill me, be bad news. Get the fuck up out my way when I pass through. I'm paranoid, tell me what the fuck they asked you. You fuck around with me and I'ma have to blast you. The CIA trying to kill me, be bad news. Fuck around with non-fiction, that's a bad move. That's a bad move.
I take my boys everywhere I go because I'm paranoid.
SOBs. Yeah. Yo, give it up for Uncle Howie one more time. My scotch. Give it up for Juju, Junkyard Dog, Pre-Non-Phixion.
Intoxicated.
No doubt.
Everybody on stage to rock this shit tonight. Y'all want some more or what?
Yo, what up? This is Gore-Tex, MC Supreme, Canarsie, you know what I mean?
Yo, what up, y'all? This is Ill Bill, Non-Phixion, CEO of Uncle Howie Records.
Yo, what's the deal, world? This is Sabak Red from Non-Phixion, one of the 3 MCs in the group, representing Brooklyn, New York.
Yo, what up? DJ Eclipse, aka the Senator, Non-Phixion.
Non-Phixion got started back in 1995. I was working up at Wild Pitch Records with DJ Eclipse and MC Search. And I was making demos, doing my thing, and doing open mics and stuff like that. And I used to see Ill Bill all the time around the scene, you know? And I remember he used to work at this spot on Broadway called Rugged. And I always used to see that cat. And I was coming over with OC at that time. His album Word Life had dropped. And I wanted to go around spots and make sure the cats was gonna play it. So
he just came through one day with the OC album and was like, yo, you ever heard of OC? You know, I mean, you heard hip hop playing in the store already, you know, and judging by who was working there, you could tell that I was the one that was playing the fucking hip hop in the spot. So I was like, what, you work at Wild Pitch or some shit? He was like, yeah, no doubt. I was like, oh, okay. So, you know Search, right? He was like, yeah, of course, that's my man. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, all right, well, you know, Search, he executive produced Nas's album, you know what I'm saying? He did the OC album. He was working at Wild Pitch. Wild Pitch is one of the hottest labels at the time, so I was like, yo, man, let me see what's up with Homeboy.
Bill gave me this record on vinyl called Dope Fiend. And I went back and I played it for Search. Search liked it. He had a meeting with Search and they started politicking. And me and Search had always talked about putting this group together.
At first, I just wanted him to manage me, you know, but he was like, yo, let's start a group. So we started building. And, you know, Eclipse had already been DJing for Search. After Third Base broke up, Eclipse went on the road with Search for his solo shit. So he was already Search's DJ, him and Riz.
Back around that time, I was still producing beats, and I did all the original early demos in Non-Phixion. And at that time, it was myself, Ill Bill, MC Search, and Sabak Red. This was before Gore-Tex was even brought to the group.
And Gore-Tex was the dude that I grew up with. Me and him were friends since we were mad young, since grade school. And one time I was just playing one of his joints, one of his demos that he had for Search, and he got hyped. He was like, yo, bring money through. I like the way he sounds. I like the way he's rhyming.
And I was basically the last piece in the puzzle, so to speak. And, you know, from there we all shared the idea that, you know, we could be solo, we could all be effective on our own, but, you know, when we create something together, we come together, it's something serious. And I think once we started recording stuff, especially the singles, you know, we listened to it back and we kind of realized it was something that we weren't hearing. And that's really what we wanted to create, something that we weren't hearing, something that we wanted to be inspired by every time we listened to it, something that you listen to, you know, 50 times and it's killing you after 50 times. It ain't something you listen to 10 times and it's disposable. You know, we wanted to create something that was from the heart.
Yeah, Los Angeles with the cross in there. Y'all ready to have a good time tonight? You ready to party or what? Put your hands up, 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 put your hands up. You got AIDS infected the globe, it's a weapon to go. I'm the wrong president, still on a picture of intelligence. Frozen August, postponed, I'm having the battle for Trump here. 7-12 runs forever, get your mind together. Women's high school guys with ties and suits, lies and groups from private schools. Big up rules and talks, rules and laws, you can go and play sports. Make the groceries for beer, make holy the bubble balls. Go all over the world, all ready to pause. Bubble houses, roll back the killer ready for war. Drinking cocaine and drugs is legal. And roll the streets will be doing screaming, fuck the people. Giving a speech to one another, we evil. Make the business, look at this thing, run on running off the season. Election day, young Americans are all fatiguing. Overachieving, they'll be simple with all reason. Welcome to Futurama, we're the South Pole to Futurama. Across the street, terminated, freedom to the common. This is Ill Bill, 12 for a new assignment. Ready to rock with the Ruger 9-shot. This is Futurama, we're the South Pole to Futurama. Across the street, terminated, freedom to the common. This is Ill Bill, 12 for a new assignment. Ready to rock with the Ruger 9-shot. The news is tight, the news is sightings, the truth's right. The Kabbalah studies of 51 produced by the Titans. Follow the sergeants, the one handling largest events. Made the top of department, firebombing projects and turns. Video farewells off to majesty, it's all for salary. I never hold a grudge, taking judges to Applebee's. My team's fast, the IRS, we got it with mass. On the run for war games, bugs and blood on the cash. Rob anybody, a lawyer with a gun in a stash. Beneath the remains of human ash, the gun in the back, it's gang songs. Chevy Cannon in the medicine for ruddy spins. rocky rage, pop his frames. They close him in a spot in a cage. Vegetate, claiming credit to detonate. Human bombs, nuclear arms, supermarket cancer and farms.
Futurama, where the sidewalks and shoot drama. Across the street, terminated bridge, who we calling? This is Vortex, you calling for a new assignment. Ready to rock with the Ruger 9 shining. This is Futurama, where the sidewalks and shoot drama. Across the street, terminated bridge, who we calling? This is Vortex, you calling for a new assignment. Ready to rock with the Ruger 9 shining.
This is the savior for the night.
No,
It's actually coming there.
this is the savior for the night.
As far as Non-Phixion's music is concerned, man, we encompass everything, every aspect of life, from drugs to the streets, to the struggle, to politics, to pornography. That's because it's a part of everyday life. It's a part of our everyday life. So we encompass it all. We ain't fronting for nobody. You know what I'm saying? If we feel it, we believe it, that's what we do. We do it. If I feel a certain way when I write lyrics or I write a song or something like that, that's what I'm gonna write. I'm not gonna edit myself, you know what I'm saying, just because someone may not like it. That goes against the whole purpose of what hip-hop started as. Hip-hop started as a form of music where you can express yourself, say what you want to say, and you know, you're gonna have your critics and stuff like that, but if you feel that it's your truth, then that's all that matters.
We're not giving you anything but the uncut raw shit.
Aside from us being MCs, I think we're all poets. I think we all speak with words. I think we all paint certain pictures that, you know, maybe the first few times you hear us, maybe you're not gonna get it, and maybe it's not supposed to be that way. After numerous listens and analyzing what we're really trying to say, the truth is really there. The fact that you gotta read between the lines.
Yo, man, it's fucking sex, drugs, and hip-hop, yo. That's it, you know what I'm saying? Goonism at its best, you know?
For me personally, I like bring more of the political aspect to Non-Phixion. You know what I mean? In terms of like balancing stuff out.
Me personally, I'm not really into politics. You know, I'm just a speaker. You know, I speak with words, I paint pictures. I don't get into all that really.
It's like a scale, you know, that we're trying to keep balanced constantly because you always have to have positive and negative in your lyrics if you real.
You know what? I'm living for today and I'm gonna have no regrets because shit is real. You know, you're addicted to TV, whatever you're into, leave all that shit alone. You know what I'm saying? Leave everything alone, you know?
Yo, that's the performance of the tour, by far. Oh, look at his mouth.
Shit.
Yo.
Where we at, E?
Here in London, in the decapitated Darling's office.
Wow, for y'all motherfuckers who don't know, we went to Italy and we were at this dope restaurant and fucking, it was like the end of the night. The restaurant was ready to close. We're finishing up our meal. We paid a check. Gore-Tex had to go to the bathroom. So he goes to the bathroom and you know, he's in there for a while because we paid the check. We went outside, have a little after dinner mint, you know what I'm saying? Fucking, yo, chilling outside for like a half hour. Like, yo, let's break out. Let's get out of here. Let's leave. All right, yo, where's Gore-Tex? Oh, I don't know, maybe he's around the corner smoking or some shit. Go around the corner, Gore-Tex isn't there. Yo, where's Gore-Tex? Like, yo, he might be in the restaurant. So they had the metal gates, the ones that you pull down. So
we're thinking, we're like, nah, there's no way. There's no way he's in the restaurant, you know what I'm saying? But,
Right.
so yeah, it's fucking.
So fucking, I'm like, yo, ba 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 ba. Yo, Gore-Tex. Yo, Chunk.
We hear from mad far
Man,
away.
fuck. Yo, get out of here. Get out of here. Yo, it's crazy. Yo, lock me in here, man. Lock me in here. Yo, we laughed so
Went to
hard.
the bathroom, was in there for like taking a shit for a mad long time.
Yeah, but hold on. He said that the bathroom in this restaurant, they didn't have like bowls or stalls. They just had like a room, and you just had to basically go like this. And he said all of a sudden, like the lights just went out, and he had to finish doing his business, you know? So then by the time he got up and was walking around, it was pitch black. He had to feel his way to the door. And he's like, oh, man, yeah.
He said some dude was down there named Pancho.
Right.
He bumped into, dude didn't speak a word of English. And Gore-Tex don't speak Italian, but Gore-Tex half Mexican, so he speaks Spanish. So it's still it's similar to Italian, so he's able to get across to the dude. Yo, man, I'm not supposed to be down here, man. I'm not your new janitor partner, man. I'm trying to get out of here. These motherfuckers are gonna leave me.
Yo, I haven't, at that time, man, I hadn't laughed so hard in years, man. I was crying.
That was crazy. That was the illest shit ever.
Greatest
You know
ever.
what, though? The only other one that is similar to that was the time.
Wait, easy.
What?
Watch what you say.
Nah. The time with Gore-Tex in the store at Fatty's. Remember we went there to rehearse, and he came in, and he was like, "We're like, yo, what happened to your shirt?" He's like, "What are you talking about?" And he had the Echo shirt on, and the whole back of it like Edward Scissorhands like went to work on it.
What was the reason?
What was how he had just another bathroom story. He had just went to the bathroom in Fatty's, and so we're like, damn, was there some, we cleaned the shit today. Was there some fucking cleaning fluid that ate the shit up? We went there and checked it. There was nothing in there. So whatever. He's like, was thinking like, what the fuck? I mean, that shit was shredded. Like you can see his whole back. There was nothing but like strands. And come to find out, whoever the dude was that gave him a ride to the store had a battery in the back of his car, like the battery you put in your car.
That's right, Neek.
And
Neek's car.
the battery acid got out, and the shit ate his shirt. Yo, that shit was stupid. He didn't even know. He's walking around chilling, a hot Echo shirt, and their old backs missing. That shit was crazy.
Bedrock Fred Flintstone shit.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was fucked up.
Oh, man. That's funny.
Drop that shit. Oh, put your hands up. 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 It's the most hated, most underrated, most shaded, most favorite. Catch me in the hood with I'll be the most sedated. I don't need the most, it's over, leave the game faded. Faded out, try to hit a man and see you ain't faded. Calm, sipping on Guinness, I'm serving shit. You learn to live the rest of your life with the birds with it. Get your moves and toss in the freezer, you soft like Weezer. The freeze frame your thoughts and party with the corner reader. I'd be a schmuck if they caught me selling. I got a whorehouse of queens with ugly chickens like Tori Spelling. Glory days, it's just more for felons. The future is now, most anticipated since they call it in. I'm VIP now, Venom shirt and black denim. Extorting the world, sending packages on how it's at. The Vegas entertainment maze days, cocaine phase. Spinning the game, thinking cops bitches, they give me brain. They serenade me with a pentagram and twist the game. A project boot, a Jew rolled up in the pit of flames. I'll get you on the wall prone like crossbones. Fuck, I just love Brucey and tubes like crossbones. Yo, cause you go both ways, sliding on your knees. I seen you up in Jimmy Jazz, trying on the baby tees. The whole team starved with platinum highlights, looking like rip torn, eyebrows waxed, chilling and getting porn. Streets watch, see you now, you speaking to cops. Can't even creep through your lipstick and your beef with your pop. Bet off 2 plans, copping Chinese with food stands. 2 advance of rumble dudes who make moves like food chairs. It's the most hated, most underrated, most shaded, most faded. Catch me in the hood with toast, I'll be the most sedated. I don't mean the boast, it's all believe the game faded. Get it out, try to hit a vein, I see you ain't faded. Put your hands up, put your hands up, put your hands up, like this. Put your hands up, like this. Say hola, hola, hola. Say hola, hola, hola. And if I smoke dust, it's too cop. So guns are too pop. Smoke bunch of Biggie Swan, so just a new lie. I was too young, couldn't get up and close back in old days. We used to roll and terrorize
Is non-fiction into porn? Man, fuck yeah.
Non-fiction love porn. Why do you think we do this? Not to be rap stars, to be porn stars.
Of course, porn. Heavily into porn. Non-fiction, porn. Yeah, well.
The first time I ever busted a nut, I busted to a Vanessa Del Rio video, man. And it's ill, because I had the opportunity to meet her like 7 years ago. And I told her that, and she was actually very open. She's like, oh, really? La 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 la. I was like, yeah, man, you virginized me. You don't even know it. You know, that was my first girl. You know?
I want to shoot my first porn right here in fucking Times Square. I just gotta figure out how to pay off the cops. Have bitches fucking spread eagles right here on this corner. I'll fly in my man Joey Silvera. I'll fly in Jules Jordan to film that shit, you know what I'm saying? It's all good. Do that shit correctly. But yeah, man, you know what I'm saying? It's all about porn. It's all about porn. Is really disgusting, actually, but so are we, so porn's good.
Joey Silvera, service animals, 1 through 14.
Yo, I'm gonna just say right now, it's bananas up here, dog. Non-fiction B-Nuts in Oslo. Pour the fucking court. Shit's mad real. Psycho Last, pour that shit down. No doubt. DJ Clip behind the cameras, all this shit is blackmail, dog. Yo, right, this is the first show. Nah, it was tight though. Yo, and for real, this cat right here is Joey Silvera, Simon Butts, DJ Clips, AKA.
It's on right now? Yeah. I want to send a big fuck you to everybody's mother. That's right. Blow my fucking Jewish dick.
Official shit. Non-fiction Uncle Howie, everyone for your ears. We're not from here.
You may agree with me.
Don't try to get physical about it, dog.
I'm not trying to get physical at all. I didn't touch anybody.
Don't try to get physical about it, dog.
I didn't touch anybody.
All right?
I did not touch you.
You touched my butt.
I touched your hand because I wanted a piece of paper that you wouldn't give me. That's not a bad. Let's go. And you grabbed it out of mine. Wouldn't you think? Grab that shit out of your hand, stupid.
Y'all do not want it to go down like that.
You may agree with me, man.
You better chill out, man.
Crap. That's what you're saying.
My word is crap. Your word is crap.
My word is crap.
Your word is crap. You motherfuckers shit ain't been right all motherfucking night. When we got to the fucking sound check, the shit wasn't right. The turntables wasn't set up. Nothing was right. Fuck y'all, man. Get this shit up out of here, man. Get this shit up out of here, man.
Got the bag?
Yeah.
I got it.
You got it! You got it, man.
Yeah, I got it.
You got it. You fucking weird.
Somebody say ho! Say ho, ho! Say rock that shit! Say rock that shit! After horrible things, I cut your fingers on 4 down the ring. I'm fucking up so bad the rebels is vomiting. My drunk music blow off shit. Like soldiers will blow no face and everything. Kill your team, steal your cream, steal your bitch, kill your dreams. See the devil, show the to a bad shit. Keep going in the body, got your brain from a bad bitch. He knows it's all a bad bitch. I ain't even seen the holy man slip. What's the even so the holy man slip? She got pregnant, suck a dog shit. They make a better smile. Bitch, the enemy, but my daughter is son in the house. She go to church, but I don't believe in Satan. I just hope I don't get drunk and I can breathe again. I seek freedom. Too many of my people keep bleeding. Somebody leave streeters. Gangs on the future. Don't let us shake a mirror. Lounge in the black race terror. Honey, Willie Randall. Bass used to play high school ball. When rapping was my training, I was nicer than young. Rice in the cold, kids getting stuck in the storm. Getting straight back to see the scene, ice in the fall. Shoot dice in the hole, we was starving kids. That was 3 see me get started on clearance. Don't stop that, my old crew's outstanding. We all up in the club, they still outstanding.
Why you got this teeth?
Oh, I know my teeth are a little dirty. I know. I gotta clean my teeth. Yeah, I'm on tour with them rapper guys. No, they picked me up. We're on tour now. Take a tour of the store. Let's see what. How's that going? How you doing, boy? You know how you taking me doing? Oh man, they ain't got hillbilly. Holy shit. God damn, they don't got hogs and ham. Wow, hogs and ham. And get the new issue. Oh shit, Billy. Oh my God. You got more weed? You got some more weed? Oh yeah, that's good. I'm gonna smoke some weed. That weed does body good.
Like, yo, but let me just stop.
Homegrown Ohio weed.
So you did something, your voice went.
No,
You
got that tonight?
Oh, you did that.
but you find it. Tell me while I
Your voice is good. You sang
That's a fan.
Everything got some ill shit out here.
This some real shit.
Yeah.
Wow.
You got ham in that motherfucker. Holy shit.
Man, that's a thick.
That shit kind of burnt my nose.
How thick that branch is.
No, that's a tree, dog.
That's a tree, kid.
That shit burnt my nose. You smell that shit? You smell that shit? Man. Clean your sinuses right there, son.
Dude gave it to me.
That shit crazy.
That just smells dangerous.
I thought shit don't do nothing.
Never saw a branch that thick.
It's like a 2x4 in there.
Let it smell this shit before it's fucking.
Yo, that branch is crazy thick.
I love to smell that shit before it's fucking cooked. Look at that.
You can see it from far away.
You got red hands and everything.
That shit is one bud, too. Yeah.
That's hot times right there.
Oh shit, there's a hotel right here. It says Hotel Stern.
Stern?
Yo, it's right here, man. That shit looks like a fucking crack hotel, man. There's like cum stains on the fucking, on the sign. And it looks like an elephant came on it.
He ain't lying.
We might have to,
That shit looks like a crack hotel, man.
We'll have to regulate that.
Come on, man.
let's look at a room first and then
Right,
bounce.
yep, right.
That's word, man.
I made our way to Montreal, but Montreal was coming. There was mad dudes in the crowd, and we just had to tell the sound man, please make the mics loud. And he said, raise it up now, raise it up now, raise it up now, raise it up now. And we're back on the road again, back on the road again. We're back on the road again. We're back on the road. Back on the road again. 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 Now here we are, just left Philly, on our way to New Haven. Tonight will get silly. It's Cortez, Big Bach and Billy. DJ Eclipse is in New York, driving here tonight, and we're gonna get live today in New Haven, Connecticut. No regrets. Damn, I need some cigarettes. Christian joined the tour last night.
Remember Toronto? We was rhyming, there was 3 fights. We ended San Diego. We ended LA. Batuego. Go to San Francisco. Rock the show. Sip on some Cisco. This is how we get down on the world tour. United States, a boxing and guitar with gold. This is how we're on the road again. On the road again. We're on the road again. On the road. What's the deal? We're out here in Wyoming, middle of nowhere land. Had a flat tire, had to change the tire. Set us back like 4 hours on our way to Seattle, Washington. Do a show out there. Tired. It's freezing out here. That's the life of an entertainer. Believe it. Respects to Rel. I'm out.
Yo, man, we went through a lot of bullshit with record companies, man. You know, a lot of upcoming artists went through the same thing that we went through. And that's basically a lot of red tape, a lot of bullshit, bad management, fucked up lawyers, you know, just all the pitfalls, all the landmines that we could have possibly stepped on, we stepped on.
Major record companies signed us, but they didn't know what to do with us. They had no idea how to market us. I mean, we were talking about everything from drugs to politics to street life. And they was like, yo, nobody is doing stuff like that. Cats who look like you.
They were trying to mold us too much. It's like, okay, well, this is how you have to do songs. You have to do 16 bars for a verse, then you have to do this type of a chorus, and then you have to do this.
This business is shady, man. It's full of fucking money-hungry, fucking blood-sucking freaks who want to just rip you for what you got, want to take all your publishing, want to take your royalties, want to tell you what the fuck to do, how to write your rhymes, what you should and shouldn't say.
The music industry is full of fucking
Stupid douchebags at record labels that don't know what the fuck real music is, and that's how it always has been.
The politics, the bullshit of all the labels who don't know how to fucking market a band, who's talking about things that are different than anybody else is talking about.
And we were like, nah, like, you know what, we can do whatever we want to do. It's like, we making this type of music we make, you know what I'm saying? You signed us based off of this.
So, I mean, they signed us, they liked the music, but they had no idea what to do with us.
So that was just a whole fiasco. Plus, at the same time, Geffen was going through their problems where they were closing down their urban department and all the acts went over to MCA.
Shit didn't work out with Surge. Everything got ugly, and that deal got fucked up.
From there, we went over to Matador, who was an independent label, but they actually had some acts that did well, like sold, like went gold to platinum, but not in hip hop. They never did hip hop before. So we was like, all right, we'll fuck with them. You know what I'm saying? It's like they were really hungry to work with us. They loved, all the people that worked there loved our music. So we were like, well, at least if they're fans of our stuff, they should want to bust their ass to promote us.
And that shit didn't work out. That was a mess. Not so much because they tried to change us, just because they didn't really know how to market us and try to bring a whole bunch of bullshit to the table.
We were like, you know what, this ain't gonna work for us because we're gonna drop our album and they're not gonna know what to do with it. So we was like, fuck it, bounce from them. At that point, all the while we're still, every time we bounce from label to label.
We always made sure that we put out a single independently on our own so that we make sure that, that fans got what they wanted.
And then around that time, my man T-Ray, who me and him go way back to down south, he was forming his label, Beatdown Recordings, which he was working on a deal with Warner Brothers. So he had already signed a couple of groups and he was interested in signing Non-Phixion. So we was interested in fucking with him too, because he had the Warner Brothers shit popping off, and he was really like, he had a lot of the same visions we had as far as like where we could go. You know what I'm saying? So we was like, all right, let's fuck with him, let's get this shit done.
And that shit didn't work out.
We wasted about 1.5 years fucking with him because he was going through problems with his label, with Warner Brothers, and the 2 acts he had signed prior were taking too long to get stuff turned in, whatever. So the label was getting mad. So they were like, you can't sign anything else.
We didn't wallow in it. You know what I'm saying? We were back in the lab. We were doing whatever we had to do to make this album come out. We were just solidifying everything.
So then we was like, fuck it, we can't wait any longer. Let's just do this shit independent on our own. Find a distributor and just throw this shit out there. Fans can't wait any longer for this. So that's what we did. We had most of the album done. We had about half of the album, more than half the album done when we was at Matador. But So we was like, all right, let's do some more new joints, finish it up, call it a wrap and put it out. And that's what we did. Uncle Howie Records put the album out there, The Future Is Now, April 2002.
And y'all motherfuckers, y'all get to hear fucking 7 years of fucking pain, man. Fucking blood, sweat, and tears, you know what I'm saying? So y'all motherfuckers better love that shit. Because we'll come to your house and fucking kill you.
And now it's time to bring up the headliner of the evening. Very special. Please welcome to the stage.
Escape from New York, but I be on some Brooklyn bullshit. I put clips as fast as I dose chicks with dope tits. Tommy Lee called, said the coke surviving at 6. Got my name all in your mouth like you lob with a brick. Click me on the tube, chain swinging down to my shoes. Light up the room, African boom, sparking and zoom. Disciple of rock, the type of range, rifles and cops. I'm spiteful, fakes get left shaking like Michael J. Fox.
The AIDS-affected needle acupuncture. Gangster and hustler, murderer and kidnapper suspect. Rapper and dust head, with blood red to drip blue. My shit's too colorful, running through with 100 goons and maniac. If a bitch like to suck dick, she a brainiac. Bust up in they mouthpiece, see how they react. Take it back like an instant replay. Live in the PJs, watching my uncle freebase, analyzing the anguish on a fiend's face. I learned to love my trees lace, the way the PCP tastes, the way they make me see things. Old school like spot builds and sheepskins. Since I write this, I'm rocking iceberg jeans and Timbs. Thinking where I'm gonna be in 2007, either a house in the Hamptons or a house in heaven. I be chilling on the beach in the south of Venice, or murking the president live on Channel 7.
Coming through rocket, wow, like rock stars who smash guitars.
Unadulterated.
MCs. Coming through rocket, wow, like rock stars who smash guitars.
Unadulterated.
MCs. I be Brooklyn till I die, don't even question it twice. My crew nice, late night in the corners, we shoot dice. It's like summertime in New York. Jeans, shorts, Tim's, Nubuck, tank tops and koofies. Groupies acting loosely. Who be in a black drop with his hat cocked, that cat block. Puffin' the stove, get spent snapshots. I'm trying to live, feed the kids, drop some whips, handle biz, own a crib, do my shit in the streets. That's how it is. If I say rock star, I'm talking about rocking the mic. My shit's hot like the rock, a fiend dropping the pipe. These cats are idiots. With rap so pussy, they catch periods. I'm serious. My life is like a drug experience. A porno movie with no plot, and I'm the only guy in it. Like vivid videos with Kobe tie-dye bitches. Ill Bill, rap crusader, chilling in the Black Navigator, Canarsie to Pennsylvania.
Unadulterated. MCs break with me out, banging with shells and heaters out, blast off the terrorists, blow bombs and speakers out, hookers and bricks, gutty cats, bitches and pimps, cripples and gimps, ex-cons, pushers and tricks, street poets speak the essence, what's realer than this? Up in the club, smoked out coke, the feeling the crisp, you lighten the wrist, Richard Simmons flow with a pick, taking my record label hostage if they stopping my shit.
I remember them cold nights and long lines for clubs, now it's strictly VIP, free drinks and drugs, pounds and hugs, getting back rubs, beat them underground thugs who stay street but got newfound love. Take a continental drive, a rental travel the globe, Non-Phixion to the end, well while we rock shows, explode from out the projects, Glenwood to Trosneck, pull your drink off and make a toast to how the gods get.
Coming through rocket, wow, like rock stars who smash guitars.
Unadulterated.
MCs.
Coming through rocket, wow, like rock stars who smash guitars.
Unadulterated.
MCs.
When I pierced my ear, I gave myself a tattoo when I was 14, 1967. Just my initials.
You see it?
It's ugly. Really ugly.
What were you thinking?
What was I thinking? I was thinking, let me get past through this. Because when you do it with your hand and a needle and 3 needles,
One time I'd go in too far, and next time I'd go in, I wouldn't go in enough. It was ridiculous. This one I never even finished.
When did you do that?
Same time, same day. I just couldn't finish it. I was so young. There was barely any skin this. Every time I went in, it hurt too much.
Why didn't you get a tattoo after that?
Why?
Yeah, why is this like...
In those days, tattoos were illegal. You know, it was underground. You know, guys in basements were doing it. I didn't want to get sick, you know, you could get anything. Now it's legal, so they're inspected, you know. You can't get it, you know, the needles are clean. So you don't have to worry about infections and shit like that.
Are you looking forward to getting your tattoo?
What?
Are you looking forward to this?
Of course. Yeah. I want to start it already. I mean, I don't know what they're waiting on. Where's Bill? You know what I'm saying? He disappeared. He's probably buying himself another jersey. He should get himself a tattoo of a jersey on his chest.
You like the pain?
It's really, compared to the pain I felt in life, what the hell is a tattoo? The needles going in. You know, I put needles in my arms for years. This Saturday will be my first day clean. I'm getting off the methadone. I'm getting off the shit. Friday will be the last time I drink it. It's Sunday, Saturday, Sunday, I'll be coming out.
Uncle Howie, that's my uncle, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, man, you know, it's funny, man, because 5714, man, this is my old building. This is where I grew up, you know, and right up there in that apartment, man. Yo, matter of fact, put the camera on that window right there. 5714 Farragut Road, you know what I'm saying? My Uncle Howie, he used to be nodding out, you know what I'm saying? Uncle Howie had a heroin habit for mad years, so he was on the methadone program. You know, so he was on the program, but at the same time, he was smoking mad weed, you know what I'm saying? He was doing a lot of wrong things, but, you know, me being a young one, I didn't really know any better. That's my uncle, I looked up to him, you know what I'm saying? So I must have been like 7 or 8 years old, you know what I'm saying? I used to pick the seeds out of the weed for Howie, you know what I'm saying? And just watch him smoke that shit and nod out. And I try to have conversations with him while he was fucked up on dope, and he would just kind of like answer half a question. He'd answer like half a sentence and just drop out, his eyes would close. I wouldn't even understand why the fuck he was doing that. I felt a little dissed sometimes, you know, sometimes I kind of understood what was going on, but not really, you know, because when you're a kid, you don't really understand heroin or drug addiction. But, you know, that was my uncle. I loved him no matter what, same way how I love him now.
What's up with Uncle Howie? Uncle Howie's chilling. Matter of fact, Uncle Howie's right here.
What's up, man? What's up?
When you say that Uncle Howie has our back, when he has our back, I mean that literally. You don't even know he wasn't backing me. That's because he's watching my back as we walk the streets.
You seen all the footage, you seen it. Dude is real. You know what I'm saying? Down with Grand Funk, 71. Kept it real. Dope. Howie's the man, you know what I'm saying? Howie's a survivor. Howie's been through fucking hell. You know what I'm saying? And Howie comes up at shows now, he's chilling out, you know what I'm saying? He's got a great attitude. Life is beautiful.
Yo, Uncle Howie, for real, that's like the original goon right there. If it wasn't for him, there'd be no Non-Phixion, there'd be no Uncle Howie records, there'd be no Psychological, there'd be no Ill Bill, there'd be no Necro. He was the man that set it off. And for those that don't know out there, he's actually the real, true and living actual uncle of Ill Bill and Necro.
And I talk to that cat about everything from like prison to politics. We talk about media. We do coalition, Uncle Howie and I.
And we talk about women.
Yeah, we talk about women and all types of stuff. You know what I mean? Uncle Howie, I can have a conversation with that cat about anything. Anything. And he always has something profound to say.
And we try and keep him off the streets, keep him clean. We appreciate the concern and the drugs being offered, but really, like, chill.
Uncle Howie moved in with me about 6 months ago, you know what I'm saying? He don't have the needle in his arm no more. He don't have the crack pipe hidden in his sock. You know what I'm saying? He's back in effect. He's retired, but at the same time, he's reborn. You know what I'm saying? He's risen from the flames. You know what I'm saying? He's regenerated from the ashes. Uncle Howie Records, you know what I'm saying, is getting him open right now. So it's like the fucking battery in his back right now. He don't need drugs. He's living off of fucking music. He's living off of studio sessions, live shows, all of that shit. You know what I'm saying? If he wants to smoke some weed, ain't nothing wrong with that. That's all good, you know what I'm saying? But word up, that's my uncle. He's a survivor. That's why we named the label Uncle Howie Records. Because everything we do and everybody we're involved with is about survival and survivors and motherfuckers that have been through mad shit. But no matter what, we're still here, you know what I'm saying? We're still doing it, laying it down, and that's what's up.
Yo, what's up? I'm Uncle Howie, man. And I want to talk about my homeboys, Non-Phixion. I think they're great. You know, I'm only back into hip-hop a couple of months, 6 months, 7 months that I'm clean now, and you know, when I'm home, I listen to Non-Phixion. You know, because it's more than just hip-hop, man. They're hard motherfuckers. Like me, I'm just a motherfucker now, but they're hard motherfuckers. I said it before and I'll say it again. Non-Phixion music is good for everybody. The shit is dope. If you want a cop, get some dope shit, Non-Phixion shit. You know what I'm saying? You'll get the best rush you can get, and you ain't gotta put a needle in your arm.
So you caught me out there. This is what happens when you're on the road for a month and you got the favorite kicks. These are my favorite kicks, classics. Can't find these everywhere. You know what I'm saying? You got a little scuffed up, a little dirty, so you gotta take a toothbrush to them. But you just can't forget which is your toothbrush, because otherwise you start shaving, you know, start brushing your teeth with the shit. You know what I'm saying? So in New York, you like our sneakers crisp. We ain't on some DSB stuff, you know what I'm saying? For those of you who know, you know. You don't need all that suede cleaner and the extra stuff that you buy in the shoe store. Don't let them fool you into buying that. That shit don't work. All it takes is a classic toothbrush and a little bit of soap. Soap and water. What you do is, here's step one. Get the toothbrush. All right, actually step one, get your dirty sneaker. Okay, make sure they're worth it though. Step two, get the toothbrush. Step three, run the water. You run the toothbrush under the water. Next step, get the toothbrush. You slide it across the soap once to get a little bit of air on there, you know what I'm saying? Then you start to scrub. Lightly, gently. If it's suede like this, you never brush the soap on the suede. Put your hand on the cloth. Put the hand on the hair and you just wipe it off. You know what I'm saying? You wipe it off. Boom. After the soap is off, get the clean hotel towel, the rag, and just wipe it right across. And you get all the water and the soap off. And before you know it, you have a clean sole. Now for the suede, get the toothbrush. Make sure there's not excess water on there. You brush it on the towel. Then with a damp toothbrush, gently brush the suede. You know what I'm saying? Gently brush the suede, back and forth. Now my laces aren't that dirty, otherwise what I do is I take the laces off and wash them with soap and water, and you hang them over the doorknob. You let them dry. It takes about 45 minutes to dry. That's what happens when you're a sneaker junkie. You take the rag that you wipe the sneaker with, and you clean the sink. And that's it. And never let your roommate fucking change your music. If they do, you kill them. Why do you touch my music? Don't ever fucking touch my music.
Crazy burger. Crazy burger. Because it's probably a shitty burger.
It's probably a horse. It's probably not open.
Wussy burger.
You know what those burgers are? It's the part of the cow between the balls and the ass.
It's like this, man. It's like hip-hop nowadays, like fast food. You know, you get your quick fix, you eat a burger, you get a rush, it's kind of poisonous, but people really like it.
You want a meal, you know what I'm saying? You want to eat, you want to get full. You want something you can chew on, something that's dope. You know what I'm saying? All this shit is like fast food, it's garbage. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna name names, but I mean, you listen to it, you hear it, it's disposable. You can't listen to it more than 5 times. It ain't classic, it ain't dope. You know, we're hitting you with food. You know what I'm saying? Sandwich type, boar's head.
Well, most cats that are putting records out nowadays are just doing what we call fast food music. It's like it's disposable. I mean, Master A said it best, disposable arts. It's like no one's putting the time and energy into making a classic album. Everyone's just like, you know, okay, let me get this money, let me just knock out these joints, put an album out. There's some cats that's putting out 2-3 albums in 1 year. You know, a lot of cats have different aliases and they're doing like so many albums all over the place. To me, it's like it waters down the whole, you know, the whole state of where everything is right now.
We bring you that hip-hop that's pure, that hip-hop that's, you know, between production and lyrics and just concepts that you don't get every day. You know, we're not your average, you know, MC that you're gonna see all over the video box, you know what I mean? Or hear all over the radio
a lot of the hip hop coming out right now, man, sounds corny, man. It's like everybody's using the same sound cards, everybody's fucking sampling the same fucking keyboard sounds, and it's just like fucking watered down, rehashed. It all sounds like a fucking chicken McNugget, man. And fuck all that, man. We're like a fucking 12-course meal. When you hear our album, each fucking song is like a different course in a meal that you're having with your family, like some family reunion type shit.
My boy filling for the DVD. Y'all on the DVD. Fuck it. Yo, check it out though real quick. Cause you know Non-Phixion, we've been doing this for a long time. You know, we been dropping records and singles since 1995, 96. And the reality of it is our first album just dropped in April because the record companies kept jerking us off. Word up! And they never let us bust a nut. So we said, fuck that, we're gonna do it Uncle Howie style, independent, and represent for real, so we can say whatever we wanna say on record. So if you don't know how the future is now produced by Necro. You know about Necro? Produced by Juju from the Beatnuts. Y'all know about the Beatnuts? Can't forget our people's Large Professor, DJ Pre-Non, DJ Premier. So if you look at the album copy, it's a classic album for real. But yo, we also have a website, and the website is www.nonfiction.com. Yo, and if you don't know how that shit is spelled,
It's the N-O-N-P-H-I-X-I-O-N. It's the N-O-N-P-H-I-X-I-O-N. It's the N-O-N-P-H-I-X-I-O-N. It's the N-O-N-P-H-I-X-I-O-N. What does that spell? It's spelled Non-Phixion, my friend. The future is now. Nuclear shower, y'all. Powerball. I devour all. Buildings collapse. Towers fall. Killers for gas. Millions of carnivores. Start the war. Two rocket launchers riding on dinosaurs. Blind sources read the Bible's author. Reveal alien tribal culture. Who designed our DNA structure? Genetic functions will be made in the laboratory. The God's construction. What was a combustion? Big bang. Bang bang is that spin slang. Be the truth. Not that King James version. They teach us too. Jesus knew. He was thugged out too. A bugged out dude. A loose cannon. In my future we use magnum. Bombs and explosives. I spit like Muhammad and Moses. I just focus. Thoughts and calm emotion. My mind is ferocious. I spit for gangsters and maniacs at the doses. It's ill will of reality's my psychosis. It's the N-O-N-P-H-I-X-I-O-N. It's the N-O-N-P-H-I-X-I-O-N. It's the N-O-N-P-H-I-X-I-O-N. It's the N-O-N-P-H-I-X-I-O-N. What does that spell? It spells Non-Phixion, my friend. A brave new world is made for more bars to men. Bars of phlegm, it's so therapeutic, it's hard to the end. The way I spit pain is hard to pretend, hardly to bend. Sticking up delis for quick chips, I'm starving again. A marketing plan guarantees I'll be parking a bed. My words are like Carson and Jins, we be starting the trend. I sharpen the edge with 16 bars in the head. The arm, leg, arm, head, God is Hashem. Non-Phixion extraterrestrials, Martian attempts. Smart as the dead, we at war with the dogs and the feds. Uncle Howie sparking the stem with a positive grin. Napalm shots, severely camo ammo with the car on. Don't exist, close the garage and turn the car on. Amen. Suicide watchers, amen. Street trilogy, one love, I'll see you again. It's the N-O-N-P-H-I-X-I-O-N. It's the N-O-N-P-H-I-X-I-O-N. It's the N-O-N-P-H-I-X-I-O-N. It's the N-O-N-P-H-I-X-I-O-N. What does that spell? It spells Non-Phixion, my friend. These predicaments got me thinking sin again. Living 1,000 lives out of 1,000 deaths. Been on house arrest. Lost control, so undersold the press. Watch I fell again. Suicidal thoughts, wrist slit. It's overdose, swing split. Mix the coke, fix the rum. I'm comatose. Eyes bulging, mind swollen. My spirit lift the physical. Murder series, turning everything to breath the miracle. You born suspect. We love porn, sex, the drug air. Make the drugs get wild and bust sex like a gangster. Our music stimulates your brain. Make you wanna bang some, start to create change. I'm on some pre-green. Think for the gods of the deep. If we want peace, then why is it so hard to achieve? I believe in us when your faggots sleep on the guard. Uncle Howie Non-Phixion, bitch, we be in the odds. It's the N-O-N-P-H-I-X-I-O-N. It's the N-O-N-P-H-I-X-I-O-N. It's the N-O-N-P-H-I-X-I-O-N. It's the N-O-N-P-H-I-X-I-O-N.
we get down.
Man, I grew up in a scumbag neighborhood, surrounded by scumbags, with a scumbag elevator, with piss in it every day, and fucking beer bottles in it every night. And that's what made me the fucking scumbag that I am today. And I'm proud of it. I'm proud to be a scumbag. Hi, Mom.
See, I came to New York when I was 4.5 years old. I was born in Guaynabo, Puerto Rico. And I moved to Gravesend, Brooklyn, around 4 years old. Me and my twin sister and my mother. And we went to live with my grandmother. And my grandmother's Italian Sicilian, so I grew up in a predominantly Italian neighborhood. Gravesend is right between Bensonhurst and Coney Island.
We're right here in Glenwood Projects right now. You know what I'm saying? 5714 Farragut Road. This is where I grew up. You know what I'm saying? This is where I was living when I met Gore-Tex. You know what I'm saying? We grew up together.
I'm from Providence, Rhode Island. From 79 to like 85, like the years I kind of got cultivated into hip hop. You know, people in school, you know what I'm saying, bringing in records like Rappers Delight, stuff like that. Hearing that and being like, yo, this is that next shit.
My environment was ill, man. It was definitely a lot of love, you know, very creative, you know, a lot of goons, a lot of mafia goons, you know. I ran into these cats from my junior high school who lived in Marlboro Projects. And Marlboro was like about 3 blocks, 2.5, 3 blocks away from my house. And I used to run up in there, me and my boy Derek and Eric, these cats who was twins, and Keith and Kevin who was twins. Still too, because I'm a twin too, it was sick. And we used to battle cats, and we used to battle each other and exercise and make little demos off other people's beat.
Well, I grew up in Long Beach, which is on Long Island, and Long Beach was pretty much a diverse mix of people. You had all different kinds of people. You had white, black, Spanish, you know what I'm saying, Indians. Everybody lived together. There was no real segregation. You know, shit out there was ill. You know, you definitely had an old school scene. You know, that's where I was first exposed to graffiti first, mainly. You know, break dances. That's actually funny because graffiti actually inspired me before any of the 4 elements or whatever. You know, some chick on a bus, probably like 1978, okay? Some hippie chick with a fucking cocaine hat and a sundress, you know what I'm saying? I'm with Mom Dukes, like sitting in the back of the bus going to like Roosevelt Field, you know? Chick sits down, and I can't really see what she's doing. She pulls out a Magnum like this, with ink like this, and takes a fucking fly-ass tag on the window, all right? Now, I couldn't see what it says. I got up, and it said Sugar Hill Crew, some shit, like 79, some crazy shit. That alone, for whatever reason, that was a mad inspiration. You know, that she was a chick, and that she was crazy ill, you know? That was my first kind of introduction to that lifestyle, you know, me being mad intrigued, 5, 6 years old, wanting to pick up records and basically vandalize shit, you know?
You know what I'm saying? I had a little paper route. I was 12 years old, living in them newspapers. I'd take that weekly $50. I'd run downtown to Rainbow Records, Strawberries, and I'd just be going in there, see what's the latest 12 inches, just buying, spending all my money up on whatever the latest Sugar Hill Records was, Treacherous 3, you know, Cold Crutch stuff, whatever was out. And then when Def Jam came around, like 85, whatever, you know what I'm saying, like just buying up all the 12 inches, because I was just, that was the shit for me.
Hip hop was always in my face. It was always blasting out of somebody's window, always blasting out of somebody's whip. Gore-Tex was bananas with that. He always had the speakers up against the window blasting Rakim or whatever, just whatever was hot at the time. You know, we would just tape the radio and just play that shit all the time. So we were just always into it, man. Someone was always rhyming. There was mad DJs in my projects. It was the normal thing, man.
There was a few cats that we would talk about getting into music and DJing and shit like that, but like I was the only one that actually really saved up money and bought a turntable and bought, you know, a receiver and tape deck and speakers and you know, was making tapes without a mixer, you know what I'm saying, with just like using the record level on a tape deck and doing that. So I mean, I really took it serious, you know what I'm saying, and then it just grew from there, where I knew before I even got into high school that I knew like this is what I was gonna do.
In the early 80s, there was a good foundation for hip hop, for anybody being 8, 9, 7, 10, whatever. If you wanted to be exposed to music, there was a scene that was growing. And you know, you have breakdancers, MCs, artists, all that. And that inspired me, you know what I'm saying? My cousin was into that, you know, he used to DJ a little bit. He showed me a little shit, he used to throw little parties, have bitches over, you know. And he was basically the first cat that played me Apache. And, you know, for hearing it for the first time on the original record, you know, it devastated me. I hadn't heard anything like it. It wasn't just like a B-boy jam. It just, for some reason, it encapsulated the whole idea of hip-hop, breakdancing, graffiti in one jam. So every time you heard it, you know what I'm saying, it was just hip-hop, hip-hop, hip-hop.
Starting with the living room, first batch of records. Voila. We got more joints. Here. Oh yeah, don't forget about these ones down here. And running out of space, so had to fill up the kitchen too. And of course, we got more. We got more records. More records. More records. We actually have sneakers too. Yeah, that's that. And then lastly, we got the actual little studio pre-pro room and more records. So this is where I come up with all my thoughts and concepts and ideas and stuff like that. Got my equipment here. Got the old school S950. Got the S1000 up here that many cats ain't got in a keyboard module. You know what I'm saying? The Akai S1000 sampling keyboard. Actually, a lot of my old school remixes, I used to sample full-length vocals in this and just drop it on top of the tracks. Got the SP12 down there. That's what I use to work on tracks. When I do get around to working on tracks, it's been like a decade since I did anything, but I'm just a collector, you know what I'm saying? Got the old tapes, the old radio shows and DATs and CDs and whatnot, and probably give you a taste of some stuff later. But you want to see some shit? Check this shit out here. You see the way it's spelled? That's how it originally was spelled, bro. This is the first demos of the group. Back before actually Gore-Tex was even in the group, and back before we changed the name and added a little bit of flavor to it.
That's the only shit I've ever seen in my life. Let me tell you something, I used to spend all my time in comic shops. Word up. After school, I used to go to this comic shop called the Outer Limits. And I used to just chill there. They used to hate me. I used to come there every day. I used to beg them to hire me, but they didn't really make that much money, so they couldn't afford to hire me. I'm talking about I must have been like 10, 11, like 5th, 6th grade. I used to go there every day, look through the same boxes of comics. Every day the same shit, but that was it, comic books, man. That sparked my imagination. This comic right here. This comic is the shit. Nobody knows about this comic though. It's mad old school, underground. They need to make a movie based on this. When I go to Hollywood, this is gonna be the movie I make. Come on, look at this. Who else drew women like this? I mean, there's definitely a lot of dope artists out there that do their thing, but this cat, come on, man. Look at her. This is goonism at its best.
Yo, what up? This is Sabak. Back at you. About to head into the City Kids Foundation, place where I came as a kid doing community service in 1992, and now I'm the director of programs here. I gotta take care of some stuff in the office real quick, so y'all can come in and see the kind of work I do whenever I'm not in the studio, recording or on tour, whatever. I got this foundation here where I do different workshops with the teenagers in the city. You know what I mean? So, check it out in a minute. So right now you're chilling with me. I'm over here at the City Kids Foundation. I'm the director of programs here. What that means is I come in a couple of days a week and I run workshops with teenagers here in New York City and Jersey and Connecticut around different social issues like politics, the media, racism, self-esteem, conflict management. And I design the workshops and I run the workshops.
Yo! Injustice, liberty for none, legal guns smash teeth. It's the police who leave grief and have the most beef. Release prison of war. Attack the captain and the sergeant. Command Lawson. Watch for trains and cops on Parsons. My suspicions on the system. So let's rewrite the Constitution. It's a legal document that keeps us in eternal prostitution. October 22nd, we wear black to remind us of attacks that took place by them dog cats and rats and mini bats. In fact, they selling crack and guts to whites, Latinos, Asians, and blacks. You ever been stopped by a cop late at night in your block and wonder whether or not you gon' get shot? It's a rock, aka John Brown, call Hashem, tell him it's us versus them, and in the end we gon' win. We gon' win. Peace, y'all. Peace, y'all. Alright? Look out for the album coming out in September. And hold your head.
Yo, like Rochelle said before, we also involved with the City Kids Foundation. We like to invite y'all down any Friday night from 5 to 7:30 for our coalition meetings. And the information will be circling around. Give yourselves a round of applause for coming out in peace. Peace, peace. No justice. Peace.
Yo, check it out. Anybody drunk in the house tonight, make some noise. Anybody high in the house tonight? Yo, anybody drunk and high, make some noise. Hey, yo, light man, cut off all the lights. Shut up all the lights in the house. Fuck it. Shut up all the lights. Los Angeles, put your middle fingers up in the air. Yo, put 2 middle fingers up in the air. Yeah. Yo, this song is a big fuck you to anybody you want to say fuck you to. Say fuck you. Say fuck you. Say fuck you. Say fuck you. No matter where we go, keep your hands up. No matter where we go, we always seem to see black helicopters.
At the time of his life, a capitalist with a communist wife started a fight, did the cast for God, did the Christ. Hardly the type to give garbage advice. He was larger than life. He penetrated the roof of the car with a spike. Trained by insane ex-Marines, CIA, trained renegade, assassin android, passport pilot and black helicopter. Choppers over Bosnia, sipping so much coke, his nose was fucked up. He played a lot for all y'all. Bystander, baggy ass jeans, the hunter, bang, thug the fuck out. Have a bass in your face, cat gangsta. Government sees other kids. It's like that drunken bitch that sucked 100 dicks. It's your party, the crime rate, plus the hooker lies crazy. Living on the line to get your mind straight. Pull out the 9 and start shooting people. Money ain't the root of evil. It'd be much more than that. America taught me how to kidnap and torture cats. Hit the Stargate, initial perception quick as my heart rate. This dark place, planet Earth, for which one star. I come from afar, far away. State of mind, open up your third eye. Black helicopters in the sky. Exit the Stargate, initial perception quick as my heart rate. This dark place, planet Earth, orbits one star. Come from afar, far away. State of mind, open up your third eye. Black helicopters in the sky. I need G's so I can jet easier. My crib's tapped, I suspect ether. That's why I'm out of touch with the media. Undercovers like D. Seeger. I couldn't tell neither. Watching the projects with advanced speakers. Yo, peeping how my kids' friends banging my whiz for hours. Surveillance say pissing in King's Plaza. Even got us after hours. Drunk parties, golden showers on the porch. Shiksa. She worked for the FBI, so anytime I fight whisper. My scary team be like barely clean. Rocking Israeli jeans. That's why I'm mostly heard and rarely seen. Realization soaked in urgency. I can't escape. History's pen that be the worst of me. Worst of me. Exit the Stargate. Initial perception quick as my heart rate. This dark place, planet Earth, orbits one star. From afar, far away. State of mind. Open up your third eye. Black helicopters in the sky. Exit the Stargate. Initial perception quick as my heart rate. This dark place, planet Earth, orbits one star. From afar, far away. State of mind. Open up your third eye. Black helicopters in the sky. This confident city up like a rocket with binoculars. Took me these 2 rosters and a monster got for hostage. Said that we were imposters. Impatient government agent from many nations. Said that we had private information about aliens, vegetarians, devils and Aryans. These are civilized barbarians. We fucking bury them. One process said you pussy blood clot. Ain't got a shot. I'm like fuck this. I'm blowing up spots. Cause shit is hot. See we know about the plan. For the projects with contraband. Jump bombs on Brazil. She could kill, conquer land. You drug trafficking. You do
see things like returning back to hip hop the way it was 10 years ago? No, I don't see that, because 10 years ago was 10 years ago. You know, this is now. This is like, it's a new day. You know, lyrics changed. Lyrics got a lot more complex. Beats got a little more whack, actually. I mean, I like a lot of the stuff early on, like the late 80s, 90s, you know? Those kind of beats, that shit that you pump and like, oh man, it hits you in the heart, hits you in the chest, you know? So I don't really see it coming back to the way it was, and really if it did, it'd probably be corny anyway. That was an era that happened, it passed, and let it be.
Every motherfucker out now is just copying 50 Cent choruses and copying so-and-so, and if you don't sound like so-and-so, you're whack, and if your cadences don't, then you're whack. And that's never been allowed in hip-hop. See, that's the shit that I don't understand, because you never be allowed in hip-hop. It's an example that you're only as dope as the next man that came out. If you can't sound like the last dude that blew up, then there's really no chance for you right now. It's very limited for anybody to be creative or try to be original, because the outlet ain't there.
I think groups like Non-Phixion and just artists that have the knowledge of where hip hop came from and how this music came up, you know what I'm saying, are automatically an extension of what people were doing 10 years ago, 15 years ago, whatever, you know what I'm saying? Just that original shit. So when you look at our album, we work with DJ Premier, we work with Pete Rock, Large Professor, the Beat Nuts. I mean, that's automatic that we're gonna be tapped into that classic shit, you know what I'm saying? Because these are our people. These are the peoples that we've always wanted to work with. These are the cats that made all that classic shit to begin with. So what we're doing is just a continuation of that.
Like even cats from New York now are mimicking other people's sounds from outside of New York, and that shit is whack. It's like, do you know what I'm saying? Do what you grew up on. Cats like Nas and Biggie came out and brought that New York sound back. Wu-Tang brought that New York sound back. So it's like we fit in that format. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what we love. That's what we want to make for our fans. You know what I'm saying? We want to make that same type of classic sound. And I don't think that there's that many people, giving a fuck to try to do that shit.
Check, 1, 2, oh! Raise my mic up. Check it out. 1, 2, I don't want to be speaking over this. 2 here. Check, 1 down. I stay speaking up. Finding the girl that's speaking up. I eat it out, then pick it up. You don't want to play it either. Sometimes to get it though, I gotta be pussy. Women love somebody red cause I eat pussy. Plus I fuck good. Make them come in the street. You know I'm foul like that. I'm taking cover in the shoe. 69. Maybe she's mine. Who cares? We fucking after plus ecstasy and 2 beers. I'm freaky. Y'all wanna be me? I'm fuck too many you girls inside the TV. You can't see me. That's why your girl always beat me. Somebody got a clock and you got a poopy. I'm sneaky. You don't hate on me for that. I did your girl talking style and I break her back. Then you take her back. That's how I lace that shit. When you kiss her on the lips, you gon' taste my dick. Listen, spread the pussy don't be existed. It's big business. I'm sorry, contracts are good. Mad change. I'm ill like Black Rain. Had a big booty chicken in a big cold and crack. I can breathe the mouth, snatch the team from the back. Tell my enemies in half and guillotine to that. Speak the language of madness, pumping over top, planning with that. It's a fucking bloodbath of madness. But a man I don't tap to put on the madness. This person that bitches and torture addicts. First in the door, you can imagine. Keep that and time school of Bible kids. The bathroom is a stolen stack of black market software and microchips. I know the wrong banks for laptops, with the home with the half-nots. My soldiers are drinking blood like tampons. The little nurses is the vampires. Blessing the wreck from head to toes, put the chrome to my hands tied. Yo, my mic, the red mic needs to come up soon. Cause I feel like I'm screaming. Both of them. The DJ says both of them.
My name's Uncle Howie, and I'm here to party.
What do you show the girl though?
Show her Harvey, my man. Harvey. Boy, Harvey got to go now. He's got a nice hat, right? He's a handsome looking fella. And sometimes I make him talk. He's got a bad habit. He's got a cold that blows his nose everywhere.
You gotta show him your stuff.
Serious, that's what it says. You don't want to, get women raped, this, they think you're pushing up. Why do you got to bother with the kiss or the hug if you don't want? You show her what you got and tell her what you want. Simple. Show her what you got and get what you want. All my life I've believed in presentation. It's the most important thing in life, I believe. When you meet people, when you meet a woman, presentation is all. and you see her, you like her, take your shit out, you show it to her. You show her where it's at. If it's hard, if you're hard, you're getting what you want. If you're soft, you're gonna get pushed up on. You're gonna get, you know what I'm saying? I like to do the fucking, I don't wanna get fucked. Straight up, I'll tell you something. Before we finish, I just got back with an ex-old lady, you know? I wasn't sure the first night in years, you know? And I wasn't sure if she'd take me back or we'd hook up. But once Harvey was able to talk to her and explain things, everything was cool. You understand what I'm saying? Once Harvey spoke out, described his feelings, because she's all about feelings, you know, women, they're all about feelings. So now, can't get the woman off my back, man.
You're a ladies' man?
I'm not a ladies' man, Harvey is. But seriously, when you get older, a lot of the feelings leave. That's when you're younger, when you get enticed with feelings and things like that. Well, you wanna get laid, you wanna come, man. You wanna get the shit over with, enjoy it, go to sleep. That's it, really. I hear guys, women talk about love and hugging. That's okay when you're younger. When you're older, you want to shoot a load and that's it, man. And go have a cigarette and get some sleep. You know? Get rid of the fucking, get it out of your body, man. You know? Get Harvey to blow his nose, wipe his nose, and then you go to sleep.
Fucking farts.
That's right, bust the right, kid. Bust the red eye. Fucking listening to the fucking A-rap.
People get the AIDS medication right across the street. Right at Walgreens. We're not far from the Tenderloin district.
Is there really a Tenderloin district?
It really is, man. Really seedy.
So back in the days, I guess what really made me want to start rhyming was cats like Run DMC, you know what I'm saying? You know, Cool G Rap, Big Daddy Kane, you know, the Cool C, that whole era when I used to listen to like Red Alert and Molly Mall and different, you know, mix shows, and I used to tape them. But I remember specifically, I think I was listening to Sucker MCs, and I remember the lyrics. And I went in the bathroom. I think I was taking a shower or taking a shit, one or the other. Anyway, I was doing the lyrics to Sucker MCs, and I forgot the lyric, and I started making up my own lyrics. And it started coming off the top. And as soon as I got out the bathroom, I went and started writing rhymes, and I did a whole like 3 verses in like probably an hour. And I was excited. I went to school the next day, and I knew these cats used to rhyme, so I tried to battle them, and it didn't go over too well. But I was consistent, and that kind of hunger made me continue to, you know, do what I had to do, and that's what made me start rhyming.
Yo, back in the day, so many different artists inspired me, man. Aside from the hip hop shit, I was into Suicidal Tendencies, I was into Slayer, I was into fucking heavy shit, all types of crazy shit, death metal, rock, hardcore. But at the same time, I was heavy into hip hop, and like cats like Boogie Down Productions, EPMD, Eric B. and Rakim, Public Enemy,
NWA, Ghetto Boys.
Motherfucking Rakim, alright? There's nothing more that can be said about the God. I think he influenced everybody. And to this day, there's nobody that inspires me to go back and listen to the old joints like him.
Well, for me, back in the day, I had a lot of local guys that were doing stuff. I'm from Providence, Rhode Island. So there was a crew called Magical 4 that were doing this shit on the local circuit. And they were big, you know what I'm saying? As far as I was concerned, they were the same thing as like Grandmaster Flash and Melly Mel and them cats, because they was just as large. They was getting play on all the local college stations and shit like that. So I was looking up to them cats. And their DJ was this kid named Scratch Master Bucket. And Buck's still around today doing commercial radio up in Providence. But I would just go out to joints, USA Skating Rink, the living room, different clubs where he would be spinning at, and I'd just be watching him in amazement, you know what I'm saying? Just watching him cut up records and like just the speed and the technique he was using, and like he was the first person I've seen to really flip styles. He would take the needle on a record and he would unscrew the needle turn it upside down, screw it back on, and then play the record from the bottom side of it. He was just doing crazy shit like that, and like that shit, like that really intrigued me. And I was like, you know what, this is like what I want to do.
We used to just fucking listen to the radio. We used to listen to Mr. Magic and Marley Marl. We used to listen to Hank Love and DNA, Red Alert, fucking Wild Man Steve. We used to tape that shit every week, man. Every week without stop. It was either me taping it, it was either Weenie Ween, it was either Gore-Tex. We were all taping that shit and just listening to it and fucking writing our own rhymes on the low. You know what I'm saying? We weren't really open about it. We didn't know about studios. We didn't know about none of that shit. We just wanted to fucking bang on the fucking tables in the lunchroom and just spit our shit.
I was into Chuck D. I was into Fat Boys, Run DMC, of course. You know, even shit like Mantronics. You know, Grandmaster Caz, Funky 4 plus one more.
Cats like Flash,
Sugar Hill,
Cold Crush, Treacherous 3, Cash Money.
Going back to the first Run DMC album, first Beastie Boys album.
Jazzy Jeff.
Nice and Smooth.
That's really what had me going, so.
Graffiti rock. Graffiti rock. With special guest, Scheme Team, featuring the Arsonist, Non-Phixion, DJ Eclipse, and the Graffiti Rock Breakers. And now, your host, Bobito.
Party people in the place to be. Check out the B-Boys. You know they got the moves. And that beat is the deafest groove. So homeboys and homegirls who are in the know, stay tuned for this crazy fresh show.
Graffiti Rock.
This is Graffiti Rock. Word. Graffiti Rock. We got a battle brewing here today. So let's see what these MCs have got to say.
Holy shit, they try to torture me. The officers bleed nauseously. They eating pork and beans and involved in pagan sorcery. Super vegan, heard your crew is beef, and now goons are creeping. Hebrews, black with the Zulus, and Guidos rocking white beaters. DTs rocking FUBU. Up in the night precinct, rusty pipes, no blind types, scheming through life cheating. Seen a big shot in the face for the right reasons. Find a way to civilize a trite heathen. Ill bill collector, suicide game. My sounds are hard drugs. We God thugs, popping off guns. You lost blood, like you lost your head. Talking to me is like having your fortune read. Rob 4th century sorcerer, the torture's man. They try to walk the subway platform and gas you on like a postal worker coming home drunk and just lost his job. That's what we dealing with in Roman times. I never liked schools. Fucking devils always told me lies. Try to brainwash, but we the value everybody fucking hates cops. And if you blast them when you gain prop, hyper shit, Roddy Piper shit, Tiger Striper sniper shit. Picture me selling my fly shit for 5%. Fuck that, I'll be on top going for Dell. 12,000 units, then I sold another 12. I shot Reagan was the joint that sparked the type chaos. Like straight shots that spray cops, break up the city. White doves and shot, watch war, menace and spot. Main niggas are clocked out, cause the underground explode high. Melt the pot, a vandal for angle to stop your fake fraud. For to get the sword off, vocal to get the Tim sword. Lyric evangelist, I never turn the cheek, I tore it off the case. It ain't sweet, I went to hot peaks. Speak to hit your ass fast, multiply by 2. Boo, niggas are anal. Through the butt, they learn to chew food. Spit it out, you talk shit, Q. You're on to Rome too. Soon you see me split ways, 7 to give the high screw. Soon as the power check your lady flashing sideways. Gotta do for her saddle, lost the rhythm to foreplay. Nasty king interpretate, delegate passion swimmer. Senator or religious check, trimmer to any bigger. Trigger to mental pistol barrel, shallow your appearance. Clear and shatter the nearest foul play. Who wanna feel this?
Religious campsites, take my advice, it's game of life. Holy nights, iconic lights, amid your gunfights. Tel Aviv with laser sight, platoon shit, yo we move sick. Left wing catch, straight out of goon flicks. So Uncle Howie gave them kids a chase. We ran through 50 states, global projects, way trading his base. Now can I merge in a safe place? I turn energy into sensory data at high rates. WHT, your TVs and CDs. LSD flash, kill my landlord for 7 G's. Tangle with my click, I'll leave you shackled from your dick. Mexican magic, gas the peyote, an extra clip. You, I was bred with a tortured head, connected with the dead. Kabbalah readings, we conquered the fled. Cashless society awaits us, forever trace us. You bore me sorta like kids without their makeup.
Generation of your whole generation X. Next context sounded similar to top 10. Must stop when I drop panic and sick what I'm thinking. Iceberg, your brain state got your mind sick. It open like the fat beat sign blinking. Consider it illiterate, you can't read between the lines. I'm 10 times the pen rhymes you write on blue lines. Exaggerated existence of commercial sounds like pussy politicians got political prisoners locked down. Knocked down and hit you with the impact of a penny tossed off the observation deck of a skyscraper. I spy my paper like a board of secret code, the vital data that could shatter government bodies. Rock hard like a boulder rolling through a nightclub. One might bug at the fact that 14 years of rap only got me underground dap. I'm past that, like I missed my stop on the A train. Here's the weight gain from the great brain, past the spray paint.
Don't touch that dial. We got much, much more. So don't go anywhere to see what we got in store. Word.
First of all, I knew Sabak in high school, and that's real. But I'm not even gonna say the year. That's when Sabak, he had a red high top. And during the same time, Ill Bill and I used to record at the same recording studio, Dr. Def. Dr. Def's, it was Dr. Def's recording studio, I think. Little Rascals, that was it, in Jamaica, Queens. So I've known cats for a minute, and then me and Bill, we was the wrecking squad at Fat Beats. We tore that fucking place apart. And Eclipse was the man with the whip. So again, I've been crossing paths with Non-Phixion for a minute.
Non-Phixion, my niggas is ill, yo. You know, ill Brooklyn niggas.
What I like about Non-Phixion, first of all, is that them motherfuckers are serious, man. You know what I mean? They ain't clowning around, they ain't fucking around. When they spit they shit, you listen to it and you be like, all right, these motherfuckers ain't playing around. And when they do play around, it's still serious. It's morbid shit. You be like, you know, it could offend some people, you know what I mean? And you just sit back like, yo, that's some ill shit the motherfuckers is making fun of, you know what I mean? So no matter where they're going, it's serious. You know, no matter whatever avenue they take it, when they fucking around, when they dropping that conspiracy shit on you, when they doing that street shit on you, all of that shit is serious. And motherfuckers got skills. The first show we ever did together at Club Vinyl, that marked the beginning of a wave. You know what I mean? That's the way I see it. It was Non-Phixion, Arsonist, and Company Flow. And of course, Natural Elements. And that was like, to me, the lead of the wave. There was other cats that came through, of course, but I felt as though we led the wave. You know, that section right there. And that show, even though it was poorly recorded, that show was banging, kid. I remember Arsonist was like 45 deep. Non-Phixion had an extra member. You know what I mean? But that was the start of that whole era right there.
You gotta know your enemy. Overstand, y'all. 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 Yo, the rest living in Arizona, they got fools selling gas out of bodegas in Corona, they got media television locked out too. From the hood to snake symbolism, logo with channel tunes, they got billions of dollars invested in crack, not to mention cigarettes and alcohol on top of which they tax, they got professors teaching only half the story. 1975, they created AIDS and set a laboratory. They got me feeling like I'm on parole. They got excuses for the people that they killed and the land they stole. They got us thinking we're players, but they're the pimps. They got my dick inside their mouth and they all full of shit. They got computer chips filled with secret manuscripts. They got Olympic games symbolic for how it's trained. They got my 15 sisters and brothers, different mothers in Brooklyn and Puerto Rico on a search for one another. They got been thinking porn for my ducks with dawn. They got my group spelled out Non-Phixion. They got me rocking Mecca, Echo, gifts, etc. Looking like a replica of people in my sector. They got Virgin Marines cooking coke in submarines. They got us feeling dope is a way to self-esteem. They got fucked up leaders acting like disciplinaries. But one thing they ain't got is us hip-hop revolutionary. Word.
Before Non-Phixion, I was writing, I was doing demos. You know, I had some other groups too, man. I was part of this group back in the days in like 1989 out of Jamaica, Queens and Hillside Avenue. I used to be doing shows up at the Pyramid, which at one point was called Mysteries, back on Merrick Boulevard out Jamaica Avenue. I remember the first video I shot was out in the Coliseum. For those of you know, right across from Shirt Kings in the Coliseum, they used to have this little spot you can make your own little home videos. I remember that's one of the first videos. I think I actually still have that video somewhere.
Before Non-Phixion, I was running around, you know what I'm saying? I was trying to eat, you know what I'm saying? Basically recording demos, running up on people, running up on labels, running up in clubs, doing all kinds of crazy promotions, you know what I'm saying? For dudes that worked at Fresh Records and trying to get up in EPMD parties and, you know, just basically hustling and trying to make shit happen.
Back in '85, that's when I actually moved down to Columbia, South Carolina, and when I really started getting heavily into DJing. The high school I was going to down there, started doing like all the events, all the school organization events, the prom, stuff like that. Started doing the clubs. My name started getting out there from the way I was doing shit. So I started doing all the clubs I wasn't even old enough to get into. Fame, Rolex, Rhythms, New Image, Sandlappers, Classic, like all the joints down there, I was knocking them out, just doing that. And then from there, I actually started working at a record store called Sounds Familiar, along with my man Darius Rucker from Hootie and the Blowfish. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Darius? Doing beats around the same time, really getting heavily into doing beats. So I was doing tracks for local cats. So my man Bam Bam from Dem Boys, hooked up with him, started doing joints. We actually won this talent show that this radio station had put on. We got to open up for PE, Stetsasonic, EPMD, and Two Live Crew at the Coliseum down in Savannah, Georgia. It's like 87, 88, me DJing for Bam Bam in front of like a Coliseum full of people. It was crazy. So after that, I started doing beats for like more cats that was around. My man Prodigal Son from Sons of Man, you know what I'm saying, was doing joints for him back in the days. It's mad cats just trying to get my name out there on the DJing tip and the producing tip.
Before Non-Phixion, I was doing mad solo shit, just recording shit. I was in bands. You know, I've been around the block. A lot of cats you know, a lot of your favorite platinum rappers, they know who I am.
Directly before Non-Phixion, like right before we met, I was doing promotion for Nas's Illmatic, because I met Search back in 1992. Those you don't know, after I graduated high school, I went to recording engineering school to learn how to do editing and mixing on the mix boards, and that's why some of y'all see my name appears on like Brutality and Gory Days with Necro, because I helped him mix the album. I got an ear for that, but I went to that school and I got an internship at the New Music Seminar, which was a big music festival in New York City. And I remember they put me in the A&R position. And I remember they asked me what groups I thought would be dope to perform at the festivals. And I remember it was Naughty by Nature. I thought it was dope to perform. House of Pain, Arrested Development, and that was dope. And I met Search at that time.
I was just making mad demos, you know, I was in groups with Necro, I was in groups with Gore-Tex.
Yeah, Dead Celebrities, that shit was 92, you know what I'm saying? That shit was mad ill. Fucking, you know what I'm saying? Me and Bill, you know what I'm saying? B-Wiz on the beats too. We had Chuck Chill out as a manager for a minute. Took us to Popeye's Chicken, you know what I'm saying? That was just crazy, that shit made no sense.
Actually, the first time I met Search, this is an ill story. I'm gonna harass Russell Simmons one day for these tapes, because these are ill tapes. I ran into my boy, and he told me about this audition, this open call audition for this show called B-Boys. And B-Boys was a show that was gonna air on TV that Quincy Jones and Russell Simmons was putting together. And there was about 2,000 people who auditioned for that. And I remember going into the audition at the Tribeca over here. And I remember going in there and auditioning with UMCs and Busta Rhymes. I remember I was rhyming and Busta was doing a beatbox, and Onyx and Mos Def and mad cats went and auditioned. And there was only a room for 5 people. And it came down to, it was Mos, it was Donald Faison, Shun, it was Chill from Groove Be Chill, it was Fredro, Search, and me. And they only had room for one cat who was like, you know, white, like light skinned. And it was for the part of this cat DJ 2020, and Search ended up getting the part over me. And that's the first time I remember that I met Search.
And I ran into MC Search, who was on his promo tour for the solo album he had put out after he broke up with Third Base. And we had a mutual friend that worked on his albums, Kid T-Ray. Dropped his name, we started vibing, whatever. I started playing him some beats and stuff that I'd been working on. He liked what I was doing. Invited me to come hang with him for another show locally. Just started hitting him off real good. And then as soon as he got back to New York, he was like, yo, he's like, I gotta do Arsenio next week. He's like, you down? I was like, fucking right, I'm down. So from there, started working on the next Search solo album, which never came out because he fell out with Def Jam. But we recorded like 12, 13 joints that I produced along with Search and Riz, and just sitting on the shelf. And then after that, I started filling in for Stretch and Bob on the radio show whenever Stretch couldn't make it. Same thing with Riz, be hanging out with him over at BAU. He's trying to get my name out there on the DJ circuit. And just from there, we took it to Wild Pitch. When Search got a job at Wild Pitch, put in a word for myself. Went up there, met with Stu Fine. Ended up becoming the national director of retail promotion at Wild Pitch. This was like 94. And started doing remixes for OC, Entice, Wild Pitch Blends tape, just doing like different stuff for the label, as well as doing some production for some independent artists that were coming out at the time, some out-of-state cats, stuff like that. And worked at Wild Pitch until it closed in '95, and that's at the same time that Sabak came into the picture, and we met Bill, and then Non-Phixion got together on that time.
I used to work at Chippendales before Non-Phixion. You know, I got tired of it, but let me tell you something, the pussy was bananas. Old bitches, on some, MILFs galore, kid. Fucking Chippendales was the shit, you know what I'm saying? And they let me do what I wanted. I was on some hood shit. I used to walk up in there, low down and whatnot, you know what I'm saying? I never wore none of them G-strings and cowboy boots or cowboy hats, none of that. Fuck all that. I ain't dressed like a construction worker, no village people shit. I was strictly hood down, and basically I used to just pull my dick out. I used to stay clothed otherwise, and they were so fucking happy with my package that they would just fucking throw money at me. It was fucking bizarre, but that shit was dope. And I just had like 2 bitches with me that used to come with me every night, and they would collect the money as these fucking old bitches threw the shit at me. Fucking, I'm talking about cougars, kid. Old school fucking, like the chick from Stifler's mom. Bitches like that. That's how that shit was, and I'ma tell you, man, sometimes I regret leaving Chippendales, you know what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? I'm happy in Non-Phixion. Uncle Howie records starting to pop off now.
So, that's some history with that.
It was dope, man. Every night we was just, packing them in, rocking, niggas was opening up for us, and then at the end of our shit, everybody would just come out and we just fucking do like a big, Non-Phixion beating us, wild out. Shit was like a fucking circus, Sabak come out with a wig. I had the fucking Elvis mask, it was wild, It's crazy. It's just mad fun, man. Niggas getting drunk, just having a good time, and getting paper and putting our shit out, With any group that we work with, we got a click, and it was instant, boom, boom, everything was cool. We knocked that one joint, the suicide bomber.
Now, man, you ready to party or what? Yeah, make some noise. I'ma bring these motherfuckers out here right now. Yeah. Motherfucking Non-Phixion. Y'all ready for Non-Phixion? Are you ready for Non-Phixion? The future is now.
Suicide bomb from Al-Qaeda to the Quran. Represent your clique and Al Jihad, banging from God to Enron. Bin Laden is still CIA. John Walker captured in Kandahar, Afghanistan with shit stains on his face. I seen the planes hit the world trade, then I seen the world change. I need a logical earthquake. People exploding on the same streets where the prophets and priests. Walking on water, now we be throwing rocks at police.
I'm a rock till the sun and the earth collide. You be the first to hide. My words hurt and they burn inside. I'm the terror chump, give me my space. Had the matches in a spray can up in your face. Like, third degree, word to me. Gun over my shirt so you birds can see. Man swerving, camouflage kid with the turban. Jihad all-star, nice off the bourbon.
If I gotta go to war, then I'm going for death. Get my joint from the top of the shelf and get prepared. A nigga only got one life, but I ain't scared. I pray to the Lord in the sky to take me there. I see a lot of bullshit, a lot of fucking drama. Chop a nigga's head off, but let me get Osama. Suicide bomber, I'm good with those. Fucked up clothes, the motherfucking life I chose.
Hey yo, niggas say I'm crazy cause I travel by airplanes. Ever since 9/11, shit fucking changed, nothing's the same. The sky is red, my eyes is red, but I'm still here. First we lost Pun, then we lost Aaliyah. Then the terror came and made the Twin Towers disappear. Flip to CNN, sit down and analyze. It's like I look at the city and I don't recognize it. Keep your head up, keep your head up. You lost a loved one, big sight. From the streets I spit for my thug ones.
Moon, I look up at the problems we facing. Starvation, paying for your education. Now I gotta worry about dying on a plane. Things change for the seasons for too many reasons. 1,000,001 for thieving, breathing and dying to breathe. All the greed they supplying, yeah I see it, but I see it for real. Niggas that squeal, niggas that won't, niggas that deal, niggas
Kids
that
for the
don't.
mothership, sitting on 20s, my shit's heavy. Suicide bomb, I go off in the bathroom with Denny's. Drug connects and bug specs, I flex at the Emmys. Stop repping your set, knowing you getting stressed for pennies. Doing the $120, trekking up the belt for coke. A billionaire with oil and guns, check to provoke. I'm on the edge, and these new pills are made by the feds. Another setup, one in your face, bias tape to your head.
alcoholics, drug addicts, slowly heroin fiends. Since the twins came down, I don't remember my dreams. September will mean I'm under darkness, we pump the hardest. Wars in other lands over who or what your guard is. Regardless, spit facts with my crew on the stoop. Like the only anthrax we ever do was the group. Proof is the proof, the truth, I ain't afraid to fly. Streets is war, piece of war, I ain't afraid to die.
Hustler store in LA. We got Von Jeremy. We got Sega. No? Larry
The
Flint.
originator.
Yeah. Larry Flint.
Marilyn Chambers.
Of course, the creator of Screw Magazine, the original scumbag, Al Goldstein. Mad respect. You know? A lot of groups, Herschel Savage, Gloria Leonard. We gotta respect Herschel. Ginger Lynn. Yeah. William Margot. Serious scumbag behind the scenes. Porno industry veteran. That's what it's all about. Porno. This is the crown jewel right here. You know what I'm saying? Jenna Jameson, action figure. Definitely on point. Anatomically correct. You know? This is the dope shit. I be collecting toys and shit, so this is gonna be a good thing to add to the collection. Definitely.
Non-fiction, and the future is now. Boom boom. Boom boom. Doom doom. My name is On. I'm number one. If one don't do it, it won't be done. Your girl is ugly, and looking like a dog. I run like a cow and I leap like a frog. Jack be nimble, the girl be quick. All you fine bitches can suck my. Well, slips like paddywhack, give us a bubble. This old man came rolling home. I'm a holla baby, and I won't do it out. All right, I'll be back.
Where's my favorite place to perform in Europe? Hold on a second.
Amsterdam.
Amsterdam is sick. Amsterdam is definitely off the heat.
That's where the dirtbags go to have fun, man. That's I'm all about Amsterdam. All about the weed. I'm all about the red light district. Walking around, just the vibe, the energy. You know what I'm saying? People show us mad love in Amsterdam. We performed there last year. The club was packed. Must have been like 800-900 people. Everybody knew the words to our songs. We had the whole crowd jumping, and I can't wait to go back, man.
Amsterdam is the hottest place to be. From the coffee shops to red light to just the whole vibe out there is definitely hot. The fans crazy. One of our best shows ever in Europe was in Amsterdam.
It's definitely one of my favorites for many reasons. You know what I'm saying? The fans are they're diehards there. You know what I'm saying? The mosh pits, all that. You know, and that's how we like to go over there. It's crazy.
I love Europe in general, you know what I'm saying? I mean, Sweden, Switzerland, Germany, all of that, you know what I'm saying? But really, it's all about Amsterdam. See y'all there, motherfuckers.
The whole motherfucking hell! Man, let's see it right now, because we about to do this P-Rock non-fiction collaboration. So yo, when we say, if you got love for your moms, y'all, if you got love for your dog, if you got love for the gods, what? Hey, stop that shit, they got that shit. Put your hands up, put your hands up. We about to do this next joint and then fuck it out of here. You know how we do it. Somebody say, say rock that shit. That beat shit. What did you do? I used to be a piece of shit till I dropped it. Into a garbage, straight projects, profits, that's the object. I'm a piece, get the beef out, I'll kick your teeth out, don't be non-fiction. Open the club with heaters out, no doubt, it's Kennedy's my motive. I'm never full body strapped with explosives.
you. Any question that I ask you, look me the answer to the question that's the truth. If you got love for the ball, if you got love for the goal, if you got love for the goal, what? If you got love for your beats, if you got love for your seeds, if you got love for the streets, what? It came to Mount Vernon, money earning non-stop. I lost a lot of people. I'm letting this will be mine, running through public housing. So brothers never get out. I got love for my dogs. I'm just Howie, break the fuck out. We heal the ice with all about. We on the hill. I don't kick bars, I spit scars, shit that I live. And all you platinum cats, I'm about to run in the room. She on the mouthful, belly up, doing the ribs. I ain't doing the band, now I never hang from the sheet. It's all love, so I'm proving that my man speak. The truth is, you never know when it's your time to go. We all famous, but we got five, letting you know. If you got love for your mama, if you got love for your dog, if you got love for the girls, what? If you got love for your beats, if you got love for your seeds, if you got love for the streets, what? And the pussy know what the truth speaks, what the truth is. I think America been trying to kill me for 2 years. I'm still alive, I'm up with the heavy surveillance. I picked up television cameras, platinum next anthem. Make the world wanna grab the bag of a bus. All we got is us. Our family's the only one we trust. Trying to get gold, smoke pyramids, study pyramids. Double the heroin to bring fire, here it is. I look at the enough experience. Open up your eyes and your lives to the lives they be giving us. If we don't kill them, they killing us. And I'm ready to know, but they still can't feel the love. If you got love for your balls, if you got love for your dogs, if you got love for the dogs, what? If you got love for your beats, if you got love for your seeds, if you got love for the streets, what? If you got love for your moms, if you got love for your dogs, if you got love for the girls, what? If you got love for your peeps, if you got love for your seeds, if you got love for the streets, what?
That's a wrap, man. Yo, everybody out there who support non-fiction, who do your thing, much love, respect. You know what I mean? Keep representing. Check out the new album, you know, when it's in stores, and good looking for purchasing this DVD. One.
Yo, my man Ming the Merciless, he just came home, you know what I'm saying, upstate. Yo, say what up, Ming.
Yo, I just came home, you know what I mean? I just did 38 months. Came from up top, Watertown, you know, I was an Auburn, you know, I was in the box for 90 days, governor box 200 men, y'all niggas don't know nothing about that, you know what I mean? I said, I've been through all that, you know what I mean? I rep Canarsie, East New York, Starry City, every hood is my hood. Y'all probably see a Korean nigga with a chain, y'all probably think y'all can rob me, but y'all can't, you know, I'm a stick-up kid from the original. I'm coming on some Asian gangster shit, you know what I mean? I'm the stabbing niggas, cutting niggas, robbing stores, robbing drug dealers. Y'all niggas know who I am. Niggas that I robbed, niggas that I cut, niggas that I stabbed up, shot up, got shot up myself. Fucking gangster, homie.
Non-fiction, man. You know? Non-fiction, man. That's mad love. You know, y'all niggas, anything y'all niggas need.
Y'all need to stop getting drunk. You need to do a joint. Stop drinking so much. Whoa. You know what I'm saying? Slow it down. Drunk together, man. Get
spanking midgets on the road, you know. That's the midget killer right there, yo. Nigga had a dwarf, yo, on a bus.
I ain't drinking no fatty no more.
Running with you.
No cigar fatty.
Yeah, man.
No?
Was having mad fun,
midget joint, though. Midget fatty. Yeah. He done too.
Yo, no good is
Peace to the hood, man. We're
Non-fiction. We coming with the shit.
Dungeon, the basement.
LIC.
Yo, what up? DJ Clips right here, Times Square. It's Wednesday night. It's like 2-something in the morning. Just finished the radio show. Right here to my right is my man PD Cologne, world famous from the halftime show, answering the phones, doing the playlist, making sure the guests are straight. Gotta give him a shout out on the DVD because my man came down here with us at like 2:30 in the morning so we can film some more footage, and he's gonna drive us all home. And we live in Brooklyn, Queens, and the Bronx, so it's a journey for him, you know what I'm saying? So I gotta give him some light on the DVD. Peace to Skiz and Riz.
check it out.